What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you what is on my phone. This is highly requested by my fellow YouTuber Mr. Raw. You can find his channel here, and I will also link it in the description box below, so you can feel free to check out his channel for all your custom ROMs and all your custom kernels. If you want to install those on your MyMacs, you can always hit him up through an email or in the comments. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I will be starting from the boring screen, which is the last screen. So up here I have my Nvdmo Banking App. This is a very useful and convenient app to have on your device if you want to send some money to a family member or friend really quickly, provided that they also have an Nvidia account, and to pay for things. Sometimes you go into a store and the internet there isn't working, but the LAN connection isn't working. You could just ask the store for their mobile banking information and send them the money using mobile banking. Easy peasy. Also have the Nike training app. This I use to do some cardio at home. You are fit sometimes. If you don't want to diet, definitely exercise, but it's more effective if you do both. And also here, well, this is native, the phone reminder, notes, and so on. I also have a tiny scanner. This allows me to scan documents using my phone and then save them as PDF. You just pretty much take a picture of the document, and you could put it in black and white or color, save it as a PDF. Here we also have the unified remote full, because the free version is very limited. This application I use to control my laptop when I'm away from it. I can use it as a mouse. It's not working right now, but I can use it as a mouse. I can also control my music. If I open Google Music on here, well, I haven't tried it with YouTube Music because Google Music has been phased out. I haven't tried it using that. You can definitely control your music. Well, I used to be able to control Google Music through here. There's also a keyboard. If you have to enter any information into the computer, you could use this feature. And for your media remote will allow you to control what's its name Windows Media Player right from your phone. You could also bring up the power settings using this option here. And if you want to use the screen, if you want to see the screen, you just simply hit, it comes up. Just pretty neat. And then I can control my computer from here as well. It also has a lot more remotes available. For example, if you want the German Swedish keyboard, you can find it here. See, we have iTunes, there's Kodi, VLCs here, and you could also control YouTube and Windows Media Player, as I said. But if you want to use your phone while you are conducting a presentation, this comes in first. I haven't used it as yet, but I really love this feature. You could input that, and then you could go back and forth on your slides, and you could tell it when to start and when to end, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I mainly use this for playing music and as a mouse. That I know for a fact it works really, really well. Web Videocaster, sorry. This I use for IPTV, and I also use it to download videos from platforms that otherwise don't allow you to download videos off of it. For example, if I see a video that I like, it doesn't work for YouTube. I'm not sure why this is here. But if I see a video on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, I can paste the link to that video in here, and then I will download the video. And it also works for IPTV. You just enter your source link in here, and then you would be able to view some IPTV channels. It's taking forever and I don't have time, so moving on. I also have a dictionary app in here. This I downloaded from the Samsung App Store. And if I'm reading, when I'm reading, I, simply highlight the word and it will give me a dictionary option. This is a game launcher for playing games. You could use this to record your gameplay as well while you are playing. And this, I won't go into this. This remote lock is our office's smart lock application. So I'm not gonna go into there, but it should be I should be able to show you a little bit. Yeah, right now it's locked. Why is it? Oh, it's unlocked. I have this application, PBS Play Games. This I downloaded for my son, and this is a pretty nice learning app. It has a lot of educational games on there. You could simply just click on them to download them. For example, postcards around the world. You tap it and it will download, and then it makes a sound when it's done. And also, I'm not the one who downloaded all these. My son is 2 years old and he's downloading games and he's playing them. And for some of them, he's pretty much just touching anything, and for others, he kind of just figured it out as he goes. It's crazy. And X recorder, which I'm using to record my my phone right now. So let's go to the very first screen. So in here, let's start from the bottom to the top because the bottom is more boring. This Money Lover app, this is what I use to kind of manage. It's like a digital wallet. For example, you have $500 on one account. So you create a wallet for that account. So if you have a card for that particular account, every time you use your card, like, okay, I'm going to buy lunch, $25, so I'll enter this in here. So it will automatically update the balance for that particular account. And yeah, it's been pretty useful, although I tend to forget to enter my transactions. So when I come in there, it looks like I have a lot more money than I actually have. And this is a nice app for network engineers. Use it to basically see what devices are on my network. You could also ping another device. There's a Wi-Fi scanner in here, so it will show you what are the other networks in close proximity to you. You could also do trace route on here. So it comes in pretty handy when troubleshooting my network. And next is Expressvpn. This I've been relying on heavily lately because I find it so frustrating that a lot of services and features of various applications aren't available to us in Dominica. I'm not sure for the wider Caribbean, but here in Dominica, it's like, pulling teeth up. Instagram Reels, which is advertised as being available internationally, still isn't available here. And this is how I've been making my Reels. Expressvpn. This is also nice for like if you pay for Amazon Prime and then it limits you to certain content on the platform. Run your VPN and then you can watch anything you want. Also for Netflix and docs. Why is this here though? I'm not sure why this is here when I use Microsoft Word, but whatever. Skipping over that. And I have two calendars here because one is a native calendar that comes with Samsung, but I downloaded the Google Calendar because I'm able to get notifications for birthdays and so on this, well, with this, and I can also enter my personal stuff in here and I can get notifications on whatever device. So I kind of prefer to use Google Calendar. Also have Bitmoji here. There's really no significance to it, but I like it because I can incorporate it with my Google keyboard and send stickers through WhatsApp, and I could also add them to my Instagram stories when I'm editing. So instead of using the Instagram stickers that are available, I can include my own as well. Then I have my Bible app. I tend to do my little devotion every single day that I wake up. Make sure to say thanks to the Almighty for life. This helps me to be spiritually healthy. I'm not very religious, but I do recognize the importance of spiritual health. I have my Amazon applications here. I have Amazon Shopping and Amazon Photos. I removed Prime Video in order to make space for other applications. I'm actually running out of space right now. Then Zoom, of course, because sometimes you just need to attend a meeting while you're on the go, and this allows me to do that so I can listen in and not miss anything important. It's usually not important. I mean, these days we can really just send an email and call it a day, but by all means we have to have these Zoom meetings. Social applications, these are Facebook, Snapchat. I also manage two or three business pages. So the business suite application does allows me to manage it from my phone. And actually, I haven't been giving these pages much attention. Horrible, I know. Then Triller, Instagram, and TikTok. Triller I used before TikTok kind of took off. I remember back in like 2016, 2017, Musical.ly was very popular. I didn't like that platform so much. Vine also, but I really like Triller. In fact, I made my very first music. I like the fact that it just, like, you could just do different takes and pretty much just shuffle the clips that you want. So I like that about it, which is why I still have it on my phone. I don't really use it, but I like it. Plus, you have access to so much more music than, well, I'm not sure. I just downloaded TikTok. And actually, I plan to do an Instagram versus TikTok video because it's crazy. Reels versus TikTok, Instagram Reels versus TikTok. Yeah, I have a few things to say on that. Instagram, I always link my Instagram in my description. So you guys can definitely follow me on there. My handle is Miss_Toos. Miss Toos, okay? So be sure to follow me. I post, well, I've been trying to test the Instagram algorithm from Dominica, and spoiler alert, it doesn't work. But yeah, I've been posting a lot lately. I recently downloaded TikTok. So if you are on there, be sure to follow me. My handle is Miss Toos. So be sure to check out my TikTok as well. Now, my Microsoft apps. These come in so handy because I work on the go. So I have access to my mail through Outlook, Skype. I don't use it that much, but Excel and Word, child. If I open this, even I have access to files in our company SharePoint, and I can edit them on the go and forward them, send them, because sometimes you're not at your desk and you get a request for a document that is critical and urgent, so you need to send it right away. This allows me to do that. Then my messaging apps, I have Facebook Messenger. Do not message me on Facebook Messenger. Like, it's so annoying. I'm serious. Like, I prefer in my interactions be on Facebook as opposed to Messenger for the most part, unless it's something really private. Yeah, but to say hi, like, go be social on Facebook by commenting on my post or liking a post of mine. Otherwise, don't come into my inbox, okay? Thank you. Then I have Hangouts. This is being phased out as well, but I still have it. And the SMS text messaging app and WhatsApp, of course, which I use every single day to stay in touch with my family and friends. Then I have my Google apps, Chrome, of course. This is my internet browser of choice. I have Google Drive so that I can access my personal files in the cloud. I also have Google Fit. This syncs with my my Nike Training Club application, and I haven't worked out in a while because things were so hectic at work. I just didn't. I just haven't been working out, but I need to get back into it. It will calculate your steps using your gyroscope and stuff. And like, if I do one of the workouts on the Nike Training Club application, I will see it in here that I exercise for that amount of time and so on. Really nice app. Gmail, of course. And this Google app is basically your Google Now kind of vibe thing, a search app, but you could also get some headline news on there, like crypto and some tech news. And you could customize this to your liking, of course. Cool Keep. This I also use very often for note taking. Yeah, it's like sticky notes. I just enter video ideas on the fly, and what I do is when I have footage, I put a red button. If I don't have footage and it's just an idea, I put it to black. But once I've recorded it, I turn it to blue and I just check it off. And then Google News, of course. Use this to pretty much keep up with world news, and you could also follow different news outlets like CNN and so on and so forth. Skillshare is very good for creative courses, but if you do like graphic design, web design, and so on, Skillshare is a must-have so that you can develop your skills and learn new ones. I also have Udemy. Udemy is one of the top learning platforms out there. There are so many courses available. Be sure to check it out, because you definitely have to keep learning and keep getting yourself educated. It's a must, for not just for employability, but to create businesses, to open businesses, and to just basically have a side hustle as well, or for general knowledge. They have some courses on personal development as well, like public speaking. I should really take one of those, you know. But moving on. So for the baby apps, I have my baby tracker, and in here, I will do something more in depth for this. But I pretty much log my child's activity, and so I also see patterns in like his feeding, sleeping, his stool, like how often I need to change his diaper and stuff. And I've been using this application since he was about a couple of days old. OVA fertility, let's not go in there, because with this app, you could track your menstrual cycles, how often you have sex, what are the symptoms that you are experiencing, and this will help you also to learn your body. Like some people claim to have backaches when the period is approaching, so all these symptoms you can record with this application. And let's not get into editing apps. Canva is a must. Trust me. I've become somewhat of a lazy graphic designer, so Canva has been such an amazing tool that I use every other day or every day even. I use it to make my presentations for work, my YouTube thumbnails, flyers, invitations, and other cool stuff. In short, if I have like a video that I want to post, and it is inverted because I'm using the front facing camera, I can flip it over and get it to the orientation that I need. I also use PixArt to create thumbnails sometimes. With PixArt, because I'm not using the pro version of Canva, whenever I want to delete the background of a picture, I use PixArt to do it because it makes it really easy. They also have some really nice stickers in there. I deleted the background off of this and I included it in my thumbnail. So there's an automatic background remover, and then you could also use the free crop tool, which is what I use to do this. I kind of just you know, erased around it pretty much a bit to clean it up and included it in one of my YouTube thumbnails. Powerdirector is what I use to edit videos on my phone, really. That's if they are very long. If it's like really short, I tend to use InShot. But if it's like a longer video for YouTube, I use Powerdirector. Yeah, I've edited a few of my videos on here, and I have the pro version of this app, so yeah, they also have some nice stickers on here. This is what I use. And also, if you take a lot of pictures, Snapseed is a must. They have some really nice filters, but if you're not into that, you could go to tools and tweak the picture to the way that you want it to be and do some real nice editing. You could also include text. It's nothing too crazy, but you know, just a little bit of text. You could also change the color and the opacity, and you could also change the style. So I've used this as well a few times. And then you have Spark Post. This is similar to Canva. So I use this to make some of my Instagram feed posts and some of my YouTube thumbnails. I will do a Canva versus Spark video at some point and get a little more in depth. And I also have Visco. Visco is a nice app to have, and you could play around with the filters. Okay, so we could hit the settings and then it comes up. So if you want your pictures to have the same filter, same kind of settings, you could use this to edit them. And I'm going to go back to this one because, no, actually, I'm going to discard changes because, say for example, this first picture I have not edited it as yet. I can go on this one, and copy the edits made to this one, go here and say paste edits, and it will apply the same filter to that photo. You can see how your pictures look as you prepare for your Instagram feed. And on the editing, I've also been making use of Snow as well. Snow allows me to edit video as well. For example, okay, let's just go here. I can take this video and apply a filter to it as you please. So I will be starting from the boring screen, which is the last screen. Jesus. So up here, I have my Nvdmo Banking. Okay, so you can apply various filters to your video using Snow or to your pictures, and I've been making use of it. Like if my photos or videos are too dark, I tend to brighten them up with one of the Snow filters. So moving on, actually that's it.